Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the UK where it's absolutely chucking it down. And it's nice to be in a cab and it's like a mini mobile office where you can do all of your work. It has been absolutely throwing it down, which isn't a bad thing because we do need the rain for the sugar beet and all the fodder beet and turnips which we've got growing at the moment. But it is, you know, it is that time of year, and before long we'll be bringing these animals back home to the farm. It's a bit of a shame really because it's been a good summer, we've had a lot of fun, but it's sort of, we're looking forward now to wet, cold, dark nights, and I'm just sitting here thinking, you know, it would be nice to be in Spain or somewhere like that, but that's just the way it is. Yeah, I had fish and chips last night for supper, which was nice. I don't know if anybody else likes a good fish and chips, but this time of the year when it's wet and it starts chucking it down, I love fish and chips. Don't have them in the summer, but we'll have them in the winter. So come on, dogs. Are you going to get soaked? Yeah. Well, if the plough day is anything like this on Sunday, I think it'll probably be cancelled. But if you can put a raincoat on and just get out there and get on with it. Yeah, this was a blooming good investment, this little Gator. We can run it on our red diesel from the farm because it's doing farm work. And at the moment, with the diesel shortage, it's actually, you know, proven out to be pretty worthwhile, because normally with the Can-Am we'd have been running this on petrol. So, you know, we've saved quite a bit of money by being able to run this on red diesel, and now, you know, we wouldn't be able to run the Can-Am probably if we had the Can-Am. So big points today for the Gator, big points. It's quite an easy way as well to take Clover for a walk when we're checking the animals. I just drop her on the side and she walks herself. Don't you, Clove? Clover? Had a good walk anyway. It's a bit chilly. I've been waiting to use this all summer. Yes! Keep yourself warm. That is a brilliant idea. I was checking the animals this morning. All I need now is a cup of tea and a sausage roll. There's a much better way to check the animals. Certainly beats the quad bike this time of year. Been in a little cab. Heater on. The only thing I could do with the radio, but I normally use my phone, just put that on Spotify or something like that, and I can listen to my music. There's the sheep. They're just in the distance in the queues. They're a fair old way from here. We'll just whip around the windmill, go and see them, and check on all the animals. On the plus side, this was a field we mowed earlier this year and got some silage off. And I don't know if you can pick it up on camera, but look how good it looks after it's been mowed. We've, you know, really got the grass coming back, although it's not going to last that long, the grass. That's the trouble, because now it's going cold and wet. The cattle will come off here, but it has really improved this field over the years. It's some good, half-decent grazing land now, which it, you know, years ago it never used to be. So that's the advantage of the mower every year. Right, well, we've just put the dogs up over in the back, but Meg wants to be in a heated cab, don't you, Meg? Farming these marshes is a bloody difficult old job, actually. They're a bit of pace, really. It's bloody wet today. Gonna have to have a bit of a run under this bit. It's a difficult piece to cross. Here we go. Oh, she did well getting through that. Lovely in the summer. It is bliss down here in the summer when we're making silage, but this time of the year it gets harder and harder closer we get to December, Christmas time. Christmas time you don't want to be here. It's like hell. To be totally honest, it's like hell down here in the winter. So well, we've just checked those animals. We've just coming back on this piece. We did well to get through that. Hopefully we'll get through this time. Otherwise might be stuck down here for eternity. It's a difficult bit to cross, so I'll walk next time. But... Right, well, we're just going over what's called the St Olives Bridge, and just on the way home. And I'm thinking about yesterday's video when we were talking about Massey Ferguson's and John Deere's, and I tell you what, my heart says Massey Ferguson, but my brain says John Deere. And I'm also thinking about what I'm going to have for lunch today. Might have fish fingers and chips, I think I'm going to have. But I don't know if I'm going to, because I'm going to get some chips from the chip shop, because it's so good, it's chucking it down. But I don't know if I want curry sauce on the chips or if I want ketchup. These are the problems I have in life. These are the decisions I have to make. Curry sauce or ketchup with your chips. Because the curry sauce is good, it's bloody good. But it's also good with just salt and vinegar and, you know, traditional ketchup. But it's a difficult one. It's a difficult choice. Oh Oh my sweet Mary, this was the piece we came down with the up in the snow. Can we do it in the Gator? Go on, little Gator. Yes. Pickle start. Alright, so we're back at the farm. We made it through that gully, which was blooming full of clay, and managed to get back through the Gator. Anyway, we're back home, and this is the McCormick International 434, which is our old scraper tractor, otherwise known as Mad Max. That's what we call it on the farm. And we've got a new starter motor there because the starter motor was starting to go, so we just changed that. We also put a new rocker gasket on, and a new set of brakes, which is very important for this tractor. It now stops because before it didn't stop. And it's also had a new lift pump as well because the old one was just going out. We needed a new filter for it, so I managed to just get a new lift pump. So all in all, it is working now, and we'll just give it a test. It's nice to see this old tractor up and running again. It's got some real character, this one. Sounds got a bit better as well. I've just put it in the shed and we're about to put it onto the scraper. That's what it goes on all winter to clean out the cow yards, which is, you know, all it's done for us its whole life since we had this tractor. It's just been on a scraper. It's known as Mad Max, or the scraper tractor, we also call it as well. It's one of those tractors which just doesn't die, you know, because those parts, you know, although it's been a little bit pricey, you know, to get a few parts for it. The starter motor was £150 and also the lift pump was 50 quid. You know, at the end of the day, for the labour involved to get a mechanic in to fix it, you know, we're probably looking at £600–700, but it's going to last hopefully a number of years now. And you know, if you wanted to replace this with a newer tractor, it would have cost us a fortune, you know, to replace this with a newer model. I mean, if you just look at the 65, that's a near, you know, done up, that would be worth £5,000 tractor. You know, it's a lot of money. So we're hoping by spending £700 on it, it will just keep it going, you know, for a little bit longer, rather than buying like one of these new sort of, you know, small scraper tractor, these taffy tractors and things like that. Hopefully it was worth it. There's not a lot really to go wrong on these old tractors. It's just an engine and a gearbox really. And you know, these internationals were built in this country. We did see a couple of internationals earlier on in the week at the plough day, and I tell you what, they're a lovely sounding tractor. They're made properly, slightly different of course to the Massey Fergusons, but they're still a good machine. And this one's done many thousands of hours for us over the years, and it's been an absolutely fantastic tractor. So you know, why would we sell it? It's a family heirloom. It's not worth hardly anything really, because it's, you know, it's done so much work, and it's not in the best condition, but you know, we keep it going. And it's one of those, it's just something which you don't want to lose. You know, to be honest, it's not the best tractor in the world, you know, it's not the shiniest thing, but it does the job, and sometimes that's what you need in farming. So yeah, a faithful tractor really. Oh, a couple of things. If you could help us out and give this video a thumbs up, I really appreciate you giving the videos a thumbs up. It really does mean a lot, and it means we can progress with plenty more content and demos in the upcoming weeks ahead. And also, I was listening earlier to Farming Today, and they were talking about youngsters getting into farming. How do you get into farming? And it's a question which I'm always asked when I'm at plough days, and when I go to shows, and also with the comments on Olly's farm, we get a lot of comments about how to get into farming as a young person. And if you listen to Farming Today at the moment, it's on BBC Radio 4. Listen to the station early in the morning, and you'll find out about how you can get into farming at the moment. There's a number of ways, by driving tractors, you know, as a tractor driver, or a part-time relief milkman, for example, or part-time poultry person. You know, there's lots of opportunities out there. You've just got to go out and get them. It's a bit like this farm, really. You know, if I didn't do half of the things I do with social media and with marketing and contracting, I wouldn't be where I am today to try and progress my life and my career. And you know, it's a bit like that. It's like that with everyone in life. You know, you got to, you know, be hungry and passionate, you know, for what you want out of life. So for anybody, you know, who wants to get into farming, I would definitely advise listening to Radio 4 at the moment, Farming Today, and looking for those part-time jobs at the weekend so that you can then progress to another job or management position. Farm managers, nice job these days, I hear. So yeah, be positive. That's another thing. I always go on about it, but just by being positive and passionate, you'll be surprised, what a farmer would give you or would offer you. Thanks very much for watching today's video. I will join this back onto the scraper and we'll have it back up and running. We've been meaning to do the brakes on this old girl for years, because you'd press the brakes, you'd roll down a hill and it would go through a wall. So it is nice to see it back up and running, even though it's not the shiniest thing in the world, but it does the job, doesn't it?